Hello, Aquarius, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, I have missed you so much. Thank you so much to all of you who even noticed I was gone. Thank you for just being patient and waiting for me to come back. I definitely just needed to take a step back. I had like a mental breakdown. I was just going through a lot emotionally, and I'm like, the last thing I can do is help another person right now because I just need to cry. So, thank you guys for being patient, letting me get over that and through my shit. I am back. Um, so I took like these last 2 months off and I decided to move back home to New York. So I'm in the city again. So I'm really, really happy about that. And yeah, life has been good. I hope that you guys have been doing well though. Let's see what's going on just with the Aquarius energy. Now, this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aquarius signs. Do keep in mind that the energy could be transferable. So it could be your energy that I'm picking up on or the energy of someone or something around you, okay? But I hope you guys have been well for sure. I know these are very crazy times. A lot of hecticness. We need a lot of world love right now. We have the Moon card, beautiful, and the Hierophant. The Knight of Cups, and we have the Fool card. Okay. The energy is the Queen of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands in the reverse. What is this saying? Okay. So I definitely see you guys in a situation where there is so much awareness and there's clarity. You're seeing something exactly, for what it is. And I feel that you're going to take a path that emotionally puts you in a very stable place. But with this Hierophant coming out, up to this point in your life, everything that has happened has had to happen to get you at the point that you're at. This is showing that you're in a place where you're following your life purpose, you're following your life destiny. So whatever got you to here, it was meant to get you here. We have the Fool card, which talks about like a whole new beginning that you go towards. This is like unmarked territory. Okay. Um, for anyone that is in a place where there's someone that they're not over, or that there's someone who's not over you love wise, but you're no longer together, um, I feel like there is going to be a chance to bring that back into your life, but someone is not doing it for good or genuine reasons. Someone's doing it more out of control than anything else. So just be careful with that, because I see something from the past where it can really bring betrayal in your life. So you want to make sure you stay away from that. Okay. Why is this Moon card here? The Sun card reversed. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have the Four of Swords. So for some of you, this might be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio that you're dealing with. But whatever's going to attempt to come back into your life, or whatever you're going to attempt to go back towards, this is something that you still think about. This is something you haven't let go of yet. And Spirit is saying you have to accept the fact that this would actually block blessings for you and would bring burdens into your life. But I see someone who's kind of like waiting on something. But this something is not something that makes you happy in the way that you should be. Okay? So we'll keep this energy in mind. We'll see how that plays out. Keep in mind it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be something you're experiencing with a friend, or a boss, a job that you're at. All right, so let's take a past, present, and future look. What is going on for my Aquarians? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Shout out to Aquarius Rising gang. And it's such a nice day out. I chose a good day to come back to YouTube. Okay. All right, Aquarius, we have your past, your present, and your future. Okay, guys. The energy here is a Five of Wands in the reverse, not wanting to fight, not wanting to argue, not wanting to get into anything that's like intense. I feel like the worst that could have happened and the situation has happened, but you're not over it 100%, or maybe someone else around you isn't over it. But something was seen as a mistake, and you see why it was a mistake. You see that something was kind of like an illusion, and you could still have anger towards this, or maybe someone around you has anger towards this, but with the Chariot in the reverse, it's not something you would have ever really had control of. So if it's not something that left your life, you know, with you willingly letting it leave your life, then it's something that the universe probably forced or will force on you. Okay, so let's start with your past, Aquarius. We have the 10 of Cups, the High Priestess, and we have the Knight of Cups here. Okay, with this energy, there's something in the past that you knew deep down inside, and you weren't happy with what you knew, or maybe someone wasn't happy with what they knew, you know, in regards to you. You could have been dealing with manipulation, or someone who had a lot of emotional instability. This could have been you. Okay, but I feel like that's part of what you didn't want any more problems in. So why is this 10 of Cups here? We have the 9 of Swords reversed. So although you are unhappy about something, it's like you don't want to lose sleep over this. You don't want to be overly anxious towards this. You have the Knight of Swords. So that could be your energy right there, Aquarius energy, but that could be a Libra or Gemini as well. But with whatever this was, I feel like, again, you guys did take a very logical approach, and there could have been part of you that didn't show the emotions that you were feeling towards this, especially if it was something that was painful towards you. So I see someone who needs to be cold, and they feel like they just need to let go of a burden because they're in an unstable situation. You know, they're dealing with someone or with something that they just can't build on anymore. Okay, so with this High Priestess reverse, I want to know, you know, where's this denial coming from? What were you turning a blind eye to? What did you know deep down, but you just maybe didn't want to admit it? We have the King of Swords. And we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you guys are really in a place where you know rejecting something is going to make you stronger. But I feel like whether it's you or someone around you, someone is having such a hard time detaching and letting go, but they have a poker face on. They're not showing that. But there was definitely a strong sort of rejection and something you're not going towards anymore, something that somebody else wasn't going towards anymore. And it could have been a very close connection to you that had to be cut out or had to be, you know, modified in some way, shape, or form. But you release a lot of burden here. Okay. So why is this Knight of Cups in the reverse? 7 of Cups reversed. King of Cups in the reverse. So for some people, especially if this has to do with love or whatever it has to do with, it became clear that someone was fucking someone over. Someone couldn't be trusted. Someone was being promiscuous. You know, someone was, and if it's not promiscuity, then someone was just very, very manipulative and emotionally unstable, and just a very difficult energy to be around. And you knew you had to put this in the past because it was out of your control. It's like you're dealing with a madman or a madwoman. Okay, and it's like, shit, I you know, I see this as kind of like a loose cannon. Okay, a situation where you had to be logical, but things got so crazy and out of hand, and it's like you knew you couldn't really do much, you know, to fix that situation. So in the present moment, Aquarius, we have the Lovers reversed, the Temperance card, and the Hierophant reversed. Okay, something was getting in the way of your life path, and you had to, again, fall out of that. You had to let it go. And although you guys could be suffering, you know, with the Six of Swords in the reverse sort of pain, your soul is exactly where it wants to be. Okay, I love that the center of this reading is the Temperance card, because that is the most assuring thing that you can really get. This is going to be your core energy. So it's your soul saying, chill. This was supposed to happen. We got this. Why is this Lover's card reversed? We have the Three of Swords. and the Two of Pentacles. So someone's still trying to find balance, someone's still trying to recover or heal from something, and they're active. I feel like whatever's being rejected rather, a person actively has to work on rejecting this. So, we have people in our lives that, you know, we never have to talk to them again, and it won't affect us at all. Like, I'm never going to feel an ounce of sadness. But then there's other people that they make some sort of strong impact on us, and it's hard. Okay, it's hard to let go. It's hard not to, be there and be present and be in this person's like environment. So I feel like it's that sort of thing where you actively have to remind yourself to be cold, okay, or to not engage, okay, because there's times where maybe you feel weak and you look at your phone and you type in their name and it's like, and then you have that alter ego in you that's like, bitch, what are you doing? Come on, put your phone down, don't do it, we're not going to do it. So I feel like you're taking just like a very logical approach, and it's just like it doesn't even matter how I feel like emotionally speaking. I have to do what's logical. I have to have a whole like a war plan with this. Why is this Temperance card here? We have the Chariot reversed. So you guys got to a point that you're at right now, the Hanged Man. So there's a lot, because I feel like there's a lot of factors that were out of your control that got you to where you're at now. Okay, it's like I didn't necessarily want that to happen. I didn't think that things were going to go this way. I thought that this and this and the third were going to happen, but I just had no control. And what's beautiful, Aquarius, is that when a lot of people have this sort of energy, it's like a kid in a candy store. They want to kick, scream, cry, argue, yell, it didn't go my way. But you guys just have the approach of, fuck it. What's meant for me is meant for me. The Hanged Man does not bend over backwards, does not jump through hoops. They just literally chill and hang there until something that comes across their path, that they see is meant for them, and that's when they engage. So it's someone that they're not going to go above and beyond. So yeah, you may have lost control of something, but you still have control of you. And that's a very powerful statement to have. But you guys need to know that something was really throwing you off your life path. There's something that you just weren't meant to be involved with, and you have clarity on that now with this Moon card reversed. We have the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands in the reverse. For some of you, maybe this has to do with the fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but I just feel like this is something that you had a lot of passion in this, or someone had a lot of passion in this, but it's just, something's not succeeding, something's not going through. And again, it's like you're this Queen of Swords energy. You're on your throne and you're being strong and you're being logical. You're not doing things out of like a spur in the moment decision, okay? And what Spirit is saying here, Aquarius, is that if you're not mentally past whatever this is, you're about to get there shortly. But you're releasing something that was just a very, very heavy burden, okay? And you could feel unstable as this changes, but the universe didn't want it for you. And with whatever this is, Aquarius, I don't think it's your last time dealing with it. I think that it comes into your life again, or you reach out to whoever, whatever this is again. But if I have to be completely blunt with you guys, whether this is a person, place, thing, I don't care. But the biggest issue with you being surrounded by this is that you're not authentically you, even if it's in the smallest degree. Do you find yourself speaking the same way around this person or this energy, or do you find yourself being reserved? Do you find yourself dancing and singing and, being goofy you the way that you usually are behind closed doors? Or now are you worried about how someone views you and thinks about you? There was something that could hurt you to let it go, but you were never going to step into your true power until that left. A funny thing I say for myself is, and for those who have been here with me, these past 3 years, this already. But dance was a very huge part of my life. I did it for about 10 to 12 years. So many dance teams, so many dance forms and all that. And it's my life, and it's still something that, I don't think the love of dance or music ever goes away for a musician or a dancer. But it's funny because I was talking about a situation I went through with someone I had really cared about, and one of my friends or cousins had asked me, "Has that person ever seen you dance?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Wow, that really wasn't it. Like, that's a red flag. If I get close to you but I never dance for you, I'm not comfortable." So it's just like little things like that where there's something you're meant to do so strongly and so powerfully, but the environment or the energy around you wasn't conducive to that. Let me get that, guys, real quick. Guys, I'm sorry about that. Package just came in, but it's funny that an Aquarius would knock on the door at the time where I'm doing an Aquarius reading, so that's funny. But let's see what's going on, guys. So yeah, there's definitely a situation here where you're going with the flow. It's not something that you see being successful, but you're not in a place where you're willing to fight it, and that's very, very powerful. Okay, so now you're on your throne, you get good things coming in for you, wish fulfillment, all of that. So there's this energy that kept showing up for you guys. It kept showing up as water, but it could be anyone. I just feel like it's the same character for you guys. So whoever you think of when I talk about the situation, I feel like it's still that same person. Um, but it's like there's some sort of offer here that is either not given or it's not taken, because it's like someone's not genuinely invested in something anymore. Why is this Four of Cups here? We have the Page of Wands reversed and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, again, either there's an offer that's not coming in at all that someone may have wanted, or someone's just not taking this offer because they don't trust it and they're being very protective. So a sense of letting go. Why is this Queen of Cups here? Yeah, letting go. You have the Eight of Cups behind that, walking away. Why is this Queen of Cups here? Moon card in the reverse. And you have the Nine of Cups. So something changes for you, because it's like you do end something, you walk away. There is a lot of self-introspection, guys. There's a lot of looking into who you are and really getting acquainted with all aspects of you, whether they're positive or negative. But a huge blessing comes in, but it's right after realizing something's a huge mistake. So I feel that you find this place of emotional stability. That's what it is. For some of you, it is going to be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, though. And you're just so aware with this, and something comes into your life where you're just so happy and you're so fulfilled. And I feel like maybe there's something that you're just no longer, as worried about. Let's see why this King of Pentacles is here. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. Okay. That's a lot of cards. Let's pull some more. And we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. So, yeah, Aquarius, you're going to be doing very, very well. You're going to get to a place of emotional stability, emotional clarity. And then I feel like this has to do with love for a lot of people, but take it where it fits. This could happen in other areas of your life, whether it's with work, with friends, whatever. But there's some sort of reconciliation that a person tries to have, whether it's you, an old friend, you, an old lover, you, an old boss, whatever. But whether it's you or them, someone is not genuinely invested, and this can't be trusted. Okay, so the Spirit is saying this is a group of friends you shouldn't be friends with. This is a person you shouldn't date because they're going to cheat on you, or they're already cheating and they have someone else. This is something that can leave you depressed. So it's something that will want to come back in, but you're not genuinely invested at the time. Or there's going to be a need for you to be very open and just very logical and say, is that person genuinely invested in me? Or is that manager genuinely invested in me and my well-being moving forward in work? What Spirit is saying is no, that you have stability with, putting a death to this chapter. Okay? There's something that's not going to be built on anymore. And again, it's like the universe is trying to give you something that is going to be very fruitful, beneficial, something very long term. But with what you have yet to release, it throws you off your path. So it's like It's your soul's purpose versus a past temptation, from what I'm really seeing here. Okay. All right, Aquarius. So let's pull some cards of guidance and advice. Let's see what Spirit wants to say for Aquarians. Sun, Moon, and Rising, August 2020. What advice and guidance can we give to all Aquarians? Okay. The Hermit reversed, the Hanged Man reversed. Okay. The Star card in the reverse. So like I said earlier, guys, you have to be very honest with yourself. Is someone genuinely invested in you? Are you genuinely invested in something? Okay, because there was something that you had a hard time moving away from, but now you're building. Now you're getting out, you're laughing, you're celebrating, you're seeing friends, or you're talking to friends on Zoom because of COVID or whatever it is. But it's like you're slowly getting back in the game, and you're building and you're happy. But then you have this past energy that is just like, oh, what are you doing over there? And that energy tries to come back in. And remember, this could be you. This could be you self-sabotaging yourself. But this energy tries to come back in, but it's not genuine. And someone is very manipulative here. And it's something that you know deep down in your heart and soul. It's just, it doesn't come to you naturally. Okay? There's certain relationships and friendships, whatever, that we can have with people where we are who we are. These are people that finish our statements. These are people that we can be goofy around and all that. And then you have people where it's like you're kind of walking on eggshells. There's a reservation of some sort. You can't be 100% you. And that situation where you can't be 100% you tries to come back into your life. Not only is there things here that you don't know about them, or that maybe they don't know about you, but Star card in the verse, it's like you end up losing faith all over again. We have the Five of Cups reversed, the Five of Pentacles reversed, and the King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this comes in at a time where not only are you guys having great success with something, but if you were feeling shitty at all because of the situation, like not too long ago, I see you in a place where you really, really heal. But this situation tries to come in at a time where healing is there. Okay? At a time where you're doing good and you have success. But this is the energy that it comes to you as. So it's like you're finally doing well, you've healed, you're in a good mindset, and then someone just kind of wants to come in and they want to lie and they want to cheat and they want to be forceful and they want to be controlling. And controlling doesn't work. Not for Aquarians. It doesn't work for me, Taurus. It just shit. When I'm asked to do something, I literally put it as the last thing on my list. I hate being asked to do shit. So this is definitely, a situation where someone comes in when you're doing really, really well, just to hit you with a whole bunch of reckless energy. And this is going to be your energy right back. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles. Come closer and I'll cut you. I got this on my own. I don't need you. Okay. So very interesting stuff, guys. Again, I'm so happy to be back. I hope that this resonated with you. If it did, I have some links in my description below where you guys can make donations. Thank you for all of those that support the channel. I'm just getting back to work after like 2 months, so everything is appreciated. Just trying to get back up on my feet after this move. But in regards to personal readings, guys, I don't know how much I said about it in the beginning of this reading, but that is something that just really, really depleted me. And I was doing something for, I was doing a lot of readings for very fair, low prices. And I had hundreds of people come in. It's just me by myself. So I just have to be realistic with myself, supply versus demand. I'm one person, and doing 200, 300 readings a week, it wasn't realistic for me. And it's not something I ever want to do again, because it just put me in a very, very dark place where I didn't have time for myself. And when I took time for myself, I felt very guilty and people would yell at me. So it's not fulfilling when it's like that, not when it's draining me. So the only things I'm going to offer right now are emergency readings, so that it's definitely a pricier option, but that, you know, weeds out a lot of, you know, doing crazy extra work. I'd rather just do like 10-15 readings a week as opposed to those few hundreds a week. So if you guys are waiting on anything, there's no need to comment about it, none of that. My assistant Shayla has gotten in touch with anyone who, you know, is owed anything. I did about like 200 readings in the last like week and a half, 2 weeks. So I'm working, guys. I have a few dozen more to get out, but that will get out. But those readings that were purchased prior, they're not going to be available anymore, guys. So just be patient with me. This is like your last chance to get a reading at that price with me. But then, yeah, if you guys want that emergency option, like I said, you'll get it within 24 hours, excluding the weekend. And there's two different options. One, I can send it to you pre-recorded. You could watch, you know, the reading over and over again. It's a private, you know, link that I send to your email. Or we can do it live on a video chat. So we talk, and it's just more intimate that way. You're able to ask questions as I go. And, you know, I'm just able to pick up on your energy more as well. So you guys take whatever option works for you. I'm happy to help in any way. Again, thank you guys for your patience. I promise to never get to a point where I burn myself out the way that I did. So for everyone who's gotten a reading and who's waiting on it, thank you again for your patience. And yeah, I'm out here. Take care, guys. I love you. And also, you guys can follow me on Instagram, High Vibrations 44. I'm also on Twitter, Bruja Shit.